Well, with political unrest, public demonstrations, and protests popping up around the country, you may wonder how you can be an ally to the African American community. Newswatch reporter Cassie Simmons talks to West Virginia University to learn more.
For over a week, protesters have taken up space in public places in various cities across the country.
This is a right, a constitutional issue that people should be upset about violating. We have a responsibility to hold each other accountable, and it is very important that we stop the divide. The reality is people are fighting for their rights, and most importantly, they're fighting for their life, and that's something that we should all be upset about.
The unrest comes after another innocent man dies at a law enforcement officer's hands. That officer now charged with second-degree murder. But as protests continue, Poore says that efforts to heal the country can't stop there.
You don't have to have all the information, but you do have a responsibility to learn something. You do have a responsibility to move beyond where you currently are, and you do have a responsibility to do your part, to take ownership of where your mindset is and any influences around you that have caused you a level of divide.
You can find material to educate yourself on the problems activists protest against on a variety of platforms, even Netflix and Hulu. Once you take the time to educate yourself, it's time for some difficult conversations.
But the most important thing is talking to your colleagues, your friends, and your family members first, and breaking down those things that you just know doesn't feel right.
At the end of the day, fighting against racism is no one person or one group's job.
I think what's crucially important is that we have to understand that regardless of your race, regardless of how you might identify, Black, white, Republican, Democrat, Independent, we're Americans. And that this movement that you are seeing impacts every single one of us.
Reporting for you, I'm Cassie Simmons, Newswatch.
To learn more about combating racism, visit diversity.wvu.edu.